Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another program of A Leap of Faith with me, Leigh Hill, on this wonderful drive back home on a Monday. Thank you for tuning in. And today I've got Dr. Lizelle Grobler with me. Morning, Lizelle. How are you? Please tell the listeners a bit more about yourself. So I am so grateful that I have Dr. Lizelle Grobler as a mentor for Star Starter Season 8. She's a mentalist, a profiler, a psychophysiologist. I hope I pronounced that right on this Monday. Some Monday could have been blue, busy. Whatever Monday you had today, thank you for tuning in and listening to this beautiful interview with me and Dr. Lizelle Grobler. Doctor, please tell us a bit more about what you do on a daily basis, how you got into it, how people can do your training sessions, etc.
Hi, Leanne. Thank you so much for inviting me. Okay, so where to start? So, I'm a forensic psychophysiologist. I specialize in the detection of deception. So, for many years, I have been basically like a forensic interrogator. We pull information, we identify informants. I'm also a profiler, so I assist corporates with finding the right personality for the right job. So we teach facial profiling. And then I also have my master's certification in neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis. And lastly, my PhD in metaphysical science, where I teach you a little bit about the human brain, how that works, how vibration works, how to manipulate your physical body through your mind. And yeah, that in a nutshell is what I do. Hi, Leanne. Okay, so I started with this basically just after school. I studied forensic psychology. And then I got married. I had my children. I went into the corporate world. And yeah, I was always interested in people, so I sort of just started to specialize in specific things. So it's not what I do is not something you can go to university and just go into one sort of direction. So it is many, many tools in my toolbox, all of them separate courses, all of them separate training from different institutes. Took me about 11 years to finish everything. And yeah, I think my day job was basically catching criminals from day to day. That's what I did mostly. Um, and I always told myself that when I'm 50, I don't want to see another criminal again. So I wouldn't say I am, yeah, I would say semi-retired maybe now. So now I only teach. So I definitely still have my teams running. They still do their investigations. We do polygraph tests, forensic voice stress tests. We interrogate, we find suspects. So we assist basically corporates, a little bit of domestic cases, but not too much. And then what I do now on a day-to-day basis is I just teach people. So I have training sessions that you can do either on Zoom online, or you can book me for a morning workshop. So I do a basic 4 hour training and I do an advanced 3 hour training. And these comprise of mind mastery, body language, and specifically the detection of deception. And then lastly, facial profiling. I also finished my first book, which Leanne is assisting me with. And I have just started writing the second one today. So the second one will be about narcissism, how to identify, how to see what they're doing, what they're using on you, and what the countermeasures is for those. How do you have to react to work through it? And both these books I wrote in a psychological suspense thriller style, so I did not want to do like a training manual. So basically, it's a story, a fictional story, but the character has got the same profile as what I do. And then, yeah, as she interrogates, you can learn through her thoughts. And I teach you basically in the book exactly what to look for, why your body does that. And yeah, I think that is in short is what I do on a day-to-day basis. So at this stage, corporate training, private sessions, workshops. I also just started a conference, a morning workshop with Sandra Tilliard, which is an image consultant, which we're going to teach women the basics about how to dress to exude power or to sort of look powerful, although you don't always feel that. And my bit will be body language. So Sandra's going to teach you how to dress. I'm going to teach you what to look for. And yeah, we're hoping it would be a mean combination.
Dr. Lizelle, thank you so much for that. Tell us a bit more about mind mastery. And if you don't mind, if you can give the listeners one or two or three tips on that.
Okay, and so basically, mind mastery is just teaching us how to manipulate our bodies through our minds. How do we change the ceilings that we actually put out there for ourselves? It teaches us how vibration works, how visualization works, just basically in a nutshell, how the brain works and how it's affecting your daily life. Because most of us don't understand mind mastery. We don't understand how your conscious, subconscious brain works. We don't understand the intuition and where that fits in. So it's such a broad spectrum of things that you need to understand. But basically, if you want to change and better the quality of your life, you need to understand your brain, your mind, your capacity, intuition, consciousness. There's just so much out there that we need to understand in order to make this work for us and not against us. Okay, so just to follow up on maybe giving you two tips regarding mind mastery. So, if I had to explain the difference between conscious brain and subconscious brain, your conscious mind works at about, I would say, 9 to 13, 14 actions per second. Your subconscious brain, the speed of it is up anything between 10 million and 400 billion bits per second, meaning that it is insanely different. So the this is exactly where intuition comes from. So if you take in consideration that the subconscious mind also takes in information at 360 degrees. So whatever happens behind you, your brain, all around you for that matter, the brain is just storing. If you look at the speed that it works, it literally just stores all the information. And you need to learn, and I'm always make it easy to say it's almost like training your puppy. You need to start training your mind on, with all that information that it's putting in there, what do I need and when do I need it? So, to give you an example, for instance, when you decide you're going to buy a new car, and I'm looking at, let's say, a silver Ford Cougar. I want to buy a silver Ford Cougar. All of a sudden, if you look around you, everybody is driving Ford Cougars. So it's not that the cars are more, it is that your brain, your that your RAS is basically, it's almost like a satellite on your head, if I can put it that way, is now aware of the fact that that is what you're interested in. So now it would literally go and sift through all that millions of bits per second information that you stored in your brain, and it knows what you're looking for. So it will make sure that you see every single one that drives past you, where normally, if it doesn't know what you are interested in, it wouldn't know what to show you. So if you understand how your brain works and you understand how to extract information from your brain, you can literally teach your brain to show you the things that you want to see every day. So, for instance, if you are a very negative person, your brain seems to think that's what you want to see, and what you will see is only the negative things. You will miss the miracles. If you are a very positive person, your brain knows that that is what you want to see, and you will not skip one single miracle. If there's a four-leaf clover, you will see it. If there's anything amazing, you will see it because your brain will show you what you want to see. So yeah, that's a little bit of a long explanation, but just to teach people how your intuition works and how you can make it work for you.
Again, thank you so much, Dr. Lizelle Grubler. We really appreciate your insight on today's program, A Leap of Faith, with me, Leanne Hill. Doctor, please tell us about being a profiler, profiling body language, what it entails, first impressions, what to look for, and if you can give the listeners a few tips on profiling. And thank you again for being my mentor for Star Starters Season 8.
Okay, so if we talk about profiling, we're going to talk specifically about personality profiling. So, what I teach people is facial profiling. So, every single feature on your face tells us a story about your personality type and your behavior. So, this is about, I would say, 2,500-year-old science. It's about 85 to 90% accurate, and it helps you to, within 2 minutes, look at a person and know exactly, let's say you're in sales, so you will know exactly how that person wants his information, how much information does he want. Is it a facts person, or does he want to talk about his children? Is he able to make quick decisions, or does he not want to be pushed? So everything you need to know as a salesperson, you will be able to get from his face. So, for instance, if you are in HR and you need to appoint a sales rep, if his bottom lip is not fuller than the top lip, you know that he's not good in sales naturally. So, we're not trying to put people in boxes, we're trying not to set people up for failure. So, by doing this, if I appoint you and it doesn't come naturally for you to be a sales manager or a salesperson, because it's not part of your personality, you're very shy, you struggle talking to people, it means you're gonna hate every second. It means that you won't make a success of it. You're not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. So the position's not going to work out for you. If you look at someone and you could put him in a position that would fit perfectly his personality type, you will find that you putting people in positions where they actually are able to go forward, and it will work for both of you. So profiling is very powerful, and if we can just learn how to put this into place in our businesses, it will make a huge difference.
So, Dr. Lazelle, thank you for all your input, all your insight, all your tips, and for having this conversation with me today on this program. And thank you to all the listeners that have tuned in to A Leap of Faith today to listen to the conversation between me and Dr. Lizelle Grobler. Doctor, what I was also intrigued with was the fact that you are a mentalist and a psychophysiologist. Please tell me and the listeners a bit more about that.
Okay, so what a mentalist basically is, it is when you have got your master's certification in neuro-linguistic programming. So closest thing to explain to people is maybe if they have ever watched the series The Mentalist, that is what a mentalist is. It's NLP. So it's basically the manipulation of the subconscious brain through linguistics, through words. So it's almost like, yeah, if you manipulate people through the words that you use. So it can be used for trauma counseling, it can be used for so many things. It is very powerful, but it's also very dangerous. So you can do your basic training, then your trainer will see if they feel that you are, um, how can I put this, pure of heart. So you're not wanting to do this training so that you can manipulate people. And only if they're 100% sure of the fact, they will allow you to do the hypnotist part. And after the hypnotist part, there's another about 350 hours, and then you can do your masters. And that's basically what a mentalist is. It's just manipulating the subconscious brain. We use it to help people, release trauma, to rewrite things that happened in their past, to help them to cope with things. So it can be used for so many things, but unfortunately, some people decide to use it for stage shows. I don't believe in that. So, yeah, I didn't go that route. But yeah, that's the mentalist thing. And then a psychophysiologist is basically a different name for people who do like polygraph tests and things like that. So we look at the psyche of the person and we read that we read the psyche of the body, and that's basically what forensic psychophysiologist means.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lazal Grabler, for your time, all your insight, all your input. Thank you that we can grow and learn from you. Thank you again for being my mentor for Star Starter Season 8 and everything that you invest into me. And thank you that I can be the one doing your books this year. Thank you for bartering with me. So there you have it. Please tune in again next week, same time, 5:30 on your drive back home. God bless.